Hi, I am Dr. Jesse John, Assistant Professor, Department of Anatomy, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today we will discuss anatomy of the heart. नमस्ते हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. Heart is a hollow muscular organ that is pyramidal in shape. This is the hollow organ, and in shape it is looks like a pyramid, a pyramidal shape, and it lies within the pericardium in the middle mediastinum. Mediastinum is a space in between the right and left lung, and pericardium is the serous membrane that cover the heart. So this serous membrane that cover the heart, that is called the pericardium. It is connected at its base to the great blood vessel. So you can see the base, apex, you can see a conical structure, and the base, that is the white surface, and from where there are some blood vessels, and because they are big, and so we can say that are great blood vessels. Heart has an apex and a base and two surfaces. One is sternocostal surface and other is diaphragmatic surface, and four border. One is upper border and lower border and right border and left border. So these are the specific feature that heart has. One apex and base surfaces, that is sternocostal and diaphragmatic surface, and four borders. So you can see in this picture a conical shape and their base, and where from where the great blood vessel uh, taken a origin. And this is the mediastinum, that is the space in between the right and left lung, and in which heart is situated. Apex of the heart is formed by the left ventricle. It is directed downward, forward, and to the left side. It lies at the level of the fifth left intercostal space, or 3.5 inch from the midline. In the region of the apex beach can usually be seen and palpated in the living patient. The base of the heart is formed mainly by the left atrium, into which open the four pulmonary veins. So you can see this is the left atrium. This is very smaller structure, and the cone shaped structure, that is the apex, that is formed by the left ventricle. Sternocostal surface formed by mainly by the atrial part, it means right atrium, and ventricular part. The two parts are separated from each other by the atrioventricular groove, that is called coronary sulcus, and the ventricular part divided into right ventricle 2/3 and left ventricle 1/3 by the anterior interventricular groove. So the ventricular part, the right ventricle and left ventricle, they are 2/3 and 1/3 in the part, and they are divided by the anterior interventricular groove. So we can see right atrium, right ventricle, and left ventricle. Left ventricle is the short in relation to right ventricle. So we can see in this picture very clearly, and left atrium also. More clear picture here, right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle, and you can see very good picture, that is you can see coronary sulcus and anterior ventricular sulcus also. Diaphragmatic surface of the heart is formed mainly by the right and left ventricles separated by the posterior interventricular groove. The inferior surface of the right atrium also forms part of this surface. So you can see this is a picture. Their left atrium, left ventricle, right ventricle. The posterior part will make the diaphragmatic surface, and some part of the left atrium also make the part of the diaphragmatic surface. Right border of the heart is formed by the right atrium, and the left border is formed by the left ventricle and part of the left auricle. Lower border formed mainly by the right ventricle and slightly by the left ventricle, and superior border formed by the right and left atria and auricle in a anterior view. So we can see right border, left border, inferior border and superior border. And we can see right border is formed by the left ventricle, and the left border is formed by the left ventricle and some part of the left atria also. And inferior border is formed by the here we can see inferior border, right ventricle and slightly by the left ventricle. This is the inferior border. So you can see here left ventricle, and right border is the right atrium, left border left ventricle and part of the left auricle, and superior border the right and left auricle. So right and left auricle in superior border, and we can see this by the anterior view, the superior border. Now we will see the chambers of the heart. When we in a cross section of the heart, we will see the some chambers, some cavity-like structure in the heart. So that is called chambers. Heart is divided by two septa. That septa are interarterial and interventricular septa, and these some septa divide the heart into four chambers. The chambers are right and atrium and left atrium, and right ventricle and left ventricle. Right atrium lies anterior to the left atrium, and the right ventricle lies anterior to the left ventricle. So we can see here these are lie anterior to the left side of the ventricular atrium. Cardiac septa, the atrial portion of the heart has relatively thin walls and divided by the atrial septum into the right and left atria. The septum runs from the anterior wall of the heart backward and to the right. The ventricular portion of the heart has thick walls and is divided by the ventricular septum into the right and left ventricles. The septum is placed obliquely with one surface facing forward and to the right and the other facing backward and to the left. Its position is indicated on the surface of the heart by the anterior and posterior interventricular grooves. The lower part of the septum is thick and formed of the muscle, that is called muscular part, and small part of the septum is thin and membranous, that part is called membranous part, and attached to the fibrous skeleton. Right atrium forms the right border of the heart and receives venous blood. It consists of a main cavity and a small auricle. So this is the right atrium. Right ventricle communicate with right atrium through the right anteroventricular orifice with the pulmonary trunk to the pulmonary orifice. As the cavity approaches the pulmonary orifice, it becomes funnel shaped, and which point it is referred to as the infundibulum and pulmonary conus, which is the anterior superior part of the right ventricle. Left atrium consists of a main cavity and a left auricle. Left atrium is situated behind the right atrium and forms the greater part of the base or the posterior surface of the heart, and behind it lies the oblique sinus of the serous pericardium, and the fibrous pericardium separates it from the esophagus. Ventricle communicates with the left atrium through the left atrioventricular orifice and the aorta through the aortic orifice. The part of the ventricle below the aortic orifice is called the aortic vestibule. The walls of the left ventricles are 3 times thicker than those of the right ventricles. In a cross section, the left ventricle is circular, the right is concentric because of the bulging of the ventricular septum into the cavity of the right ventricle. So this is the left ventricle, and there is some difference between the left and right ventricle. Left ventricle is circular in cross section and its wall is very thick and 3 times thicker than the right ventricle walls. And there are communication between the left to the left atrium to the left atrioventricular orifice and to the aorta through the aortic orifice. So in cross section we can see the left ventricle and right ventricles uh, chambers. So left ventricle is circular and the right ventricle is concentric. Now we'll study the next part in the next video so we can understand the heart very clearly, and you need to study. Thank you.